Hi gems, it's your girl Ambra here and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to jump on and chat with you a little bit before I go into the look because I'm introducing some new products and wanted to talk about them a little bit. That being the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. This is a full coverage long wear matte finish waterproof oil free foundation, you guys. Comes in nice packaging. Such as this. I can't remember the price. I'll make sure to put it somewhere on the screen here. But like your standard size foundation bottle. This one says it's about 1 fluid ounce. Makes sense. Really pretty packaging, you guys. If you follow me on my Snapchat, I talked about how I used to throw shade to Urban Decay. And I mean that because they just never really expanded their color range with foundation or really made too many brown girl friendly products. But I see you and I'm gonna try you out before I give you the full on, you know what I mean? So I went on ahead and got this foundation. I tested it in the store, but I felt like the 11 was a little too yellow and the 12, in my opinion, hoping once it oxidized that it gives you kind of that golden undertone that I love in foundations. It's a pump disbursement, which I love because I hate to waste products, and any way that we can save, you only get 1 fluid ounces and make it stretch for a long period of time is a bonus. Also, I'm introducing not necessarily the product, but a color, and this is the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. Comes in similar packaging, but this is more like in a rose gold finish. I decided to get this in the dark golden. If you look several videos back, I talk about this concealer, and I think it was actually last summer that I purchased it. But again, Urban Decay not really coming through with the color range. The darkest shade that they had at that time was dark neutral, which is great if you want a really lit highlight under your eye. But if you want something that's complementary to that golden undertone for women of color, they've expanded their concealer range. So I got dark golden, which, as you can see side by side, is just a taste more golden. And this kind of gives you like a little bit more white. But I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's halfway gone. I used it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used it. But I was very happy to see that they've expanded their color range with their concealers as well. So outside of that concealer, I never use Urban Decay. I'm lying. I do use their De-Slick makeup setting spray and the oil control. And I just grabbed me another one because this one's getting low. But I love this for controlling oil all year round, to be honest, but even more in the summer months. So it seems like it's going to be a little Urban Decay first impressions for the foundation, review for the color color range expansion with concealer, and stay tuned for the end of the video where I come back on and we chat a little bit about application, coverage, color, and so forth. Sorry I have to do it to you guys. I would typically talk through it, but y'all know I got kids and they loud. So if you're interested to see how this all-nighter foundation turns out, keep watching. All right, gems, let's do this. First, you need to push your wig back so you can get, full access to your face. Moisturizer today, I'm using my Ren moisturizer. I've really been loving it. It's still the tester. I just can't bring myself to buy the full bottle, but I'll get to it. And then I start to set my entertainment for today's viewing pleasure, and it's the newest episode of The Read. If you're not listening to it, get with it. Alright, so I'm going with my primer first. I went on ahead and bought a new Tarte Smoothing Primer. I have been loving this stuff. Great for my areas that are most oily, which is my T-zone area, as you see me applying. And I just do a little bit to fill in those pores as well. So I love that it's mattifying and it's pore filling at the same time. So I don't know, guys, it's probably about to be a holy grail. So let's just jump right into this foundation. New bottle, so you gotta get some air circulating through that pump, but I do about 3 pumps in the back of my hand to really gauge consistency of the product and then look at the color, and it's very similar to how my Studio Fix looks, believe it or not. And I apply it directly onto the skin. It's quite thick in consistency, but not as heavy and thick as, say, like the Becca Ultimate Coverage. Has a little bit more fluidity in it, shall I say. So I can already tell it's going to be great with blending. And I know you're looking at it and you're seeing a bit of orange, but that's typical for my foundations because they primarily oxidize. And I'm just blending this in with my Real Techniques blending brush. First of all, it's a blending sponge. All right, so the foundation's fully blended. I do love the coverage, I have to say. And as you can see, it's starting to oxidize, so I'm looking less Oompa Loompa upon first application. Going with my concealer that I'm going to use for my highlighting. Same formula, but deeper color range. This is dark golden, and I'm applying it in the same areas that I typically highlight underneath my eyes, my forehead, nose, and Cupid's bow. I'm applying way more than I typically do because I really want to see how this blends out. Not that the formula has changed, but just to kind of see what the color is going to look like so I don't appear too washed out and white. So I'm being a little excessive, but that's because it's first impressions. It's what you do. Go for the gold. It's definitely beautiful. I love it. I don't feel like I'm washed out. I don't feel like it's too light. So I highly suggest those who are looking for a concealer, maybe equivalent to your NARS Radiant Cream. This is a really nice blendable concealer, perfect for dark skin. For my contour, I decided to go in with my contour stick by Black Up Cosmetics. I've just been loving a cream contour lately. It's just really, in my opinion, been giving me a more well-rounded, rich tone to the outer perimeter of my face. So I'm applying it in the normal areas that you see me do. I even decided to do a little bit on my nose, which I don't typically do, but I'm going with the Beauty Blender and just blend all of this together. I'm certain you're asking yourself, Ambra, what are you doing with this Studio Fix powder? Well, I've decided to set my under eye concealer with my Studio Fix powder that is my skin tone. And this is because I'm just trying new techniques and ways to decrease creasing underneath my eye with my concealer. And I'm feeling like a nice little wash before you apply your setting powder actually has been helping me, especially in these summer months where, the temperatures is just melting makeup, So try it out, test it, let me know how you feel. Make sure you give me some feedback in the comments below and see how it's working in your environment. But then I'm applying my Sacha Buttercup setting powder under the eye and everywhere that I applied that concealer. I'm brushing away that excess setting powder. It's so funny. This is my e.l.f. blush brush, and the handle broke off, but I love it. It's gonna be my kabuki brush today. So I'm just brushing away that excess before I apply my bronzer. And as per usual, I do go in with my contour powder before applying that bronzer, and I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder in the color Karab. And then I use my ebony bronzer to bronze the skin. It's just a step I don't like to miss because I feel like it's missing in days that I forget. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to bronze. Damn it. So, yeah, I'm applying this in the same areas that I apply that concealer. But, sorry, not concealer, contour powder, but just above it because it gives more like a halo, nice glow to the face. Also applying that bronzer along my nose line to kind of snatch that. And I like to apply a little bit of bronzer into my actual eyelid just to kind of contour that space and really create definition to my eyelid before I apply my eyeshadows. Love it. And then you go ahead and just adjust your wig as such. On my lid directly, I'm going with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Morocco. And you guys know that this is my favorite transition color. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do today, but I know it all starts with that, so let's not kid ourselves. Just below that Morocco eyeshadow, I'm going with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Fudge with my MAC 224 brush. I like to apply it just into the crease of my lid to create some more definition. Again, I really wasn't knowing what direction I was going with this look, but I know that I like to gradiate my colors. Oh, we have a visitor. Baby girl came to say hi. She just loves the damn camera. She's such a ham. But yeah, skedaddle on your way, little munchkin. Back to the look, I'm going in and just blending out that fudge onto the lid. And at this point, I'm like, ooh, I want to do a pretty creative wing liner. So that's where we're headed. I'm actually using a liquid lipstick for this, and it's a MAC what is called Recollection. That's what it is. And I'm just using my Luxe Beauty angled eyeliner brush, and I'm applying it as I would any other eyeliner, to be quite honest. I wasn't really motivated by anything other than just a dramatic wing liner, and I wanted to do something colorful rather than a black line that you see me do all the time. And then I realized that I had some glitter lying around that I actually purchased because it was called Libra, and I'm a Libra. I know, I'm a dork. So before I apply that glitter, I'm using my Glitter Insurance by Too Faced, and I'm going with Libra Glitter by Lime Crime, and just applying it directly over the wing liner, as you see, to just kind of create a little bit more drama, fun, something a little bit more light. And I apply it in sections so that I don't lose a lot of the color of the liquid lipstick that I already applied on my lid. For mascara today, I'm going with my Maybelline Falty Push-Up mascara. You guys have seen me use this in a ton of my tutorials. I just love it. It just grabs my little lashes, and I'm just prepping before I put on my falsies. And it's just a nice jet black. Love it. So just make sure you allow your lashes to dry first before applying. But other than that, it's bomb. Going with my Cocoa lashes in the style Cocoa. Haven't used these in quite some time. And just using some Duo glue because it dries clear. So Recollection was just not enough oomph for my liner, so I decided to go in with another liquid lipstick, and this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Unicorn. And it's just a really pretty lavender purple with more pink in my opinion, but I apply it just as a little dramatic wing highlight underneath the Recollection, and I'm just tightlining my lower lash line with a black liner by ColourPop called Swerve, and then blending that out with one of my matte pink eyeshadows. For my highlight, I'm using my Becca and Jaclyn Hill collaboration face palette. I think it's called Rosé Spritzer, but it's beautiful for our complexions, you guys. And the blush in that face palette is also pretty dope on our complexion, and that's what I apply on my cheeks. Girl, I know y'all was like, Ambra, you gonna highlight them brows? Of course, I'm using my MAC Dip Brow Pomade and just my MAC 266 angled brush, going in and filling these puppies out. I need them done so bad. But in the interim, this is what I do to fill them in. You guys have seen me do my brows. I have no new routine as of yet, but if that were to change, I'll keep you posted. And I follow that same technique on my other brow. And to clean up under my brow, since I need them done so bad, I'm just going with my Studio Select by MAC concealer in the color NW45. You just blend out that concealer with any available blending brush. I do like to go over it a little bit with my Studio Fix powder just to set that concealer. But for the most part, you're done with your brows. On my lower lash line, I'm using my Queen Collection mascara. Very similar wand to my Kevyn Aucoin, but obviously more cost effective.
Figured I needed a little bit of an inner corner highlight, so I'm using Urban Decay's Fireball shadow. It came with my gift with purchase when I bought the foundation from Nordstrom, and it's a really pretty iridescent pink, and I thought it fit perfect for this look. I'm lining my lips with MAC's Night Moth liner just to create a more contoured appearance, and I knew before I even started this look that I wanted to do something a little bit more ombre. So on the outer portion, I'm using that same liquid lipstick that I used for my liner, and that's MAC's Matte Recollection on the outer perimeter of my lip. And in the center, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Unicorn. That's what it's called, Unicorn. And then I blend my lips together, and there you have it, the full look. Set everything with your setting spray, Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, and that's it.
All right, Gems, full face finished. My immediate review and first impressions of Urban Decay's All Nighter, the waterproof long wearing foundation. Upon first application, I felt that it had a really nice consistency. It's like right in between being like super thick and then not that watery. So a great base to kind of just blend really, really well. You know, I love using my beauty blenders. So I did that today using my Real Techniques beauty blender. At first, you know, you see a little bit of hue of orange, but I did notice well on to finishing up my look that it definitely oxidizes really, really well. So if you're in the range of NW45 to say NW48, 12.0 could be a really good color match for you. I've never used an Urban Decay foundation ever, so this was my first time even using their product, and I really have to say, for an oily girl, the matte finish is pretty seamless. It's pretty flawless too, and I do really enjoy it. So I would highly recommend this product. You guys know how I feel about other foundations. I have voiced those concerns. You guys came for me with that hourglass stick, but that's okay. We still working through it. If you guys are following my Snapchat, which you need to be doing, I did give it a little bit more time, and I'll probably come back with another video and follow up on my final review on that product. But as far as the Urban Decay All Nighter, I really, really love it. And did you see how the concealer just blended so seamlessly? Like, it's always been a really bomb-ass concealer, but now that you can get a little hint darker to still give us melanated beauties, you know, a nice lift and not look ghost out or whited out or anything, I really enjoyed it. So I hope you had fun watching as I created this glitter a dramatic wing liner. I just wanted to do something a little different, and I just love purples, and you know, whenever you have glitter in your arsenal, I just feel like you should always use it. So until our next video, Gems, shine bright. Bye.